standard Schnauzer combines a high-spirited temperament with extreme reliability, intelligence, and an aptitude for training. He has frequently been referred to as the dog with a human brain. The breed is an old one, known to have been popular in Germany as early as the 15th century. The standard Schnauzer was originally a trusted guard and farm dog of the working class. He was little known outside Germany until the mid-19th century, when the breed became prized in England and later in America as guard dogs and companion animals. The first standard Schnauzer arrived in the United States at the end of the 19th century, and the breed soon gained AKC recognition in 1904. You'll be seeing many standard Schnauzers during this presentation. Some are outstanding examples of the breed. Others are less so. All will help your understanding of the breed. The standard Schnauzer is a robust, heavy-set dog. Sturdily built, with good muscle and plenty of bone. He has a rugged build and a dense, harsh coat, accentuated by the breed's hallmark: arched eyebrows, a bristly mustache, and whiskers. In proportion, he is square-built, meaning the height at the highest point of the withers equals the length from breastbone to point of rump. The ideal height for males is 18.5 to 19.5 inches at the highest point of the shoulder blades. For bitches, 17.5 to 18.5 inches. Animals measuring over or under these limits should be faulted in proportion to the deviation. But any specimen more than 1/2 inch over or under must be disqualified. Because it is a disqualification, judges must take responsibility for measuring any dog whose height is in question. The standard Schnauzer's head is strong, rectangular, and elongated. Its total length should be about 1/2 the length of the back, as measured from withers to set-on of the tail. The head matches the sex of the dog and is in proportion to the overall size and substance of the dog. The skull must be flat, not domed nor bumpy, with the skin unwrinkled. There is a slight stop, accentuated by wiry brows. The muzzle is strong and is parallel to and equal in length to the top skull. It ends in a moderately blunt wedge, with the wiry whiskers accenting the overall rectangular appearance of the head. Seen from the front, the skull narrows slightly from the ears to the eyes, and again from the eyes to the tip of the nose. The top skull is moderately broad between the ears, with the width of top skull not exceeding 2/3 of the length of the top skull. The cheeks have well-developed chewing muscles, but not so much that cheekiness disturbs the rectangular head form. There should be sufficient fill under the eyes. The lips are black, tight, and do not overlap. The nose is black, large, and full. There should be a full complement of 42 teeth, meeting in a strong, sound scissors bite. A level bite is undesirable, but is a lesser fault than an overshot or undershot mouth. Eyes are of medium size, dark brown in color, and oval in shape. They are turned forward and are neither round nor protruding. The brows are arched and wiry, but should not impair vision or hide the eyes. Ears are set high or evenly shaped and of moderate thickness of leather. They are carried erect if cropped. Uncropped ears are of medium size, V-shaped and mobile, breaking at skull level and carried forward with the inner edge close to the cheek. Pricked or hound ears are faulty. Correct head shape and proportions, along with correctly set and placed eyes and ears, will produce the typical standard Schnauzer expression: alert, highly intelligent, and spirited. The neck is strong, of moderate thickness and length, and elegantly arched. It blends cleanly into the shoulders. The skin is tight, fitting closely to the dry throat with no wrinkles or dewlap. The shoulder blades are strongly muscled and sloping. They are well laid back, so that their rounded upper ends are in a nearly vertical line with the elbows. They should form a nearly right angle with the upper arm. The elbows are set close to the body and point directly to the rear. The forelegs are straight, forming a vertical line with no curvature. They should have heavy bone. Seen from the front, the legs are set moderately far apart. The chest is of medium width, and in cross-section is oval. There should be a plainly discernible breastbone. Note the flat, well-muscled shoulders, and the elbows held close to the body. Feet are small and compact. They are round, with thick pads and strong black nails. The toes are well closed and arched, pointing straight ahead. Dew claws on the front legs may be removed. The standard Schnauzer's body is compact, strong, short-coupled, and substantial, all of which allows for great flexibility and agility. The top line of the back is not absolutely horizontal, but has a slightly descending slope from the first vertebra of the withers to the slightly curved croup and set-on of tail. The back itself is strong, firm, straight, and short. The loin is well developed, and the distance from the last rib to the hips should be as short as possible. Ribs are well sprung, with the brisket reaching at least to the elbows and ascending gradually to the rear with a moderate tuck-up. Excessive tuck-ups are faulty. Also considered false are a slender, shelly body, or conversely, a bulky, coarse one. The tail is set moderately high and carried erect. It is docked to not less than 1 inch, nor more than 2 inches. A squirrel tail is a fault. Hindquarters are strongly muscled, with the angulation in balance with that of the forequarters. The hindquarters should never appear higher than the shoulders. Thighs are broad, with well-bent stifles. The second thigh, from knee to hock, is about parallel with an imaginary extension of the neckline. The legs from the clearly defined hock joint to the feet are short and perpendicular to the ground. When seen from the rear, they are parallel to each other, with the hock joint turning neither in nor out. Rear feet, like the front feet, are small, round, and compact, with thick pads and strong nails. Dew claws on the rear legs are generally removed. The coat is tight, hard, wiry, and as thick as possible. There is a soft, close undercoat and a harsh outer coat, which stands up off the back, lying neither smooth nor flat. The outer coat is trimmed by plucking, only to accent the outline of the body. Coat texture is of greatest importance. A correct show coat will have back hair which measures from 3/4 to 2 inches in length. The coat on the ears, head, neck, chest, belly, and under the tail may be closely trimmed, giving the desired and typical appearance of the breed. The coat lengthens over the muzzle and the eyes to form the beard and eyebrows. The hair on the legs is longer than on the body. These furnishings are of a harsh texture. They should not be so profuse as to detract from the neat appearance or the working abilities of the dog. Coats which are soft, smooth, curly, wavy, or shaggy are all faulty, as are coats which are too sparse or which lack an undercoat. Excessive furnishings or a lack of furnishings are also faulty. Acceptable colors for the standard schnauzer are pepper and salt and black. Any other color should be faulted. Let's consider each of these coats individually. The pepper and salt top coat is produced by a combination of black and white hairs and individual hairs banded with black and white. Ideally, the pepper and salt standard schnauzer has a gray undercoat, but a tan or fawn undercoat should not be penalized. All shades of pepper and salt, from dark iron gray to silver gray, are permissible. A darker facial mask that harmonizes with the coat color is desirable. The pepper and salt mixture may also fade out to light gray or silver white in the eyebrows, whiskers, cheeks. Under the throat, across the chest, under the tail, and on the leg furnishings and underparts. Black standard schnauzers should be a true, rich color, free from any fading, discoloration, or mixture of gray or tan hairs. The undercoat should also be solid black. Aging or continued exposure to the sun may cause a certain amount of fading and burning and should not be faulted. Also acceptable is a small white smudge on the chest, or a loss of color resulting from scarring due to cuts and bites. The following are to be faulted: any shadings or mixtures of colors other than those specified, such as rust, brown, red, yellow, or tan. An absence of peppering, spotting or striping of the coat, a black streak down the back, a black saddle lacking typical pepper and salt coloring, gray hairs in a black coat, and in blacks, any color undercoat other than black. In order to accurately assess the true conformation of the dog, a hands-on approach in judging is required. The standard schnauzer's gait is sound, strong, and quick. It is a free, true, and level gait. The good reach in front is balanced by the strong drive from behind. Coming toward you, the front legs should reach out in a ground-covering stride. Increased speed causes feet to converge toward the center line of gravity. Going away, the rear legs move in the same plane as the front legs. Again, as speed increases, the legs will tend to converge toward the center line. This dog is paddling in front, preventing the desired reach. This rear movement is also incorrect. It is too close. Here again is correct movement, sound and strong, with the back remaining firm and level. Finally, a word about temperament. The standard schnauzer is typically alert, highly intelligent, and spirited. He has highly developed senses, with a remarkable aptitude for training. He is fearless and is known for his endurance and resistance to weather or illness. In weighing the seriousness of a fault, greatest consideration should be given to deviation from the desired alert, highly intelligent, spirited, reliable character of the standard schnauzer. Dogs that are shy or appear highly nervous should be seriously faulted and dismissed from the ring. Vicious dogs should be disqualified. After more than 400 years, the standard schnauzer remains a robust, active, and reliable worker and a loyal companion.